The trusty sketchbook, friend of artists both great and small. But it's the 21st century. Do we still need to lug around physical books in this day and age? Here are 5 quick reasons why, yes, you should keep your sketchbook. Or get one. Or get a new one. Let's take a look. Greetings, my name is Zach and I taught middle and high school art for over a decade. Reason 1 why you should get a sketchbook is the portability. Sketchbooks don't have any complicated components that take up a ton of space. They don't require power. They work on a camping trip and in a plane. They work everywhere. iPads and tablets are wonderful, but a sketchbook is the original portable drawing tablet. I don't always travel with my iPad, but I don't leave the house for any trip without a sketchbook. If you are a painter, it can be very difficult to take your paints on the road. But have no fear, a watercolor or canvas sketchbook can back you up, give you the space you need to jot down a couple quick images or whatever grabs your fancy. Reason 2 to get and keep a sketchbook. The prep work it allows for larger things. In this capacity, larger could mean time-wise or physically. Whether you are starting on a large Photoshop painting or an oil work, prepping things on a small scale, on your lap, in your sketchbook is an advantageous way to begin. It's cheaper, both economically and mentally, to work in the sketchbook in preparation for other things. If you are working digitally, a quick picture of the sketch can be added and worked on later in your program of choice. I also find that working things out in the sketchbook prior helps you see the things that will become issues in your larger piece. Composition often rears its head if we don't pay enough attention to it early on, and drawing out some small boxes in your sketchbook to hash out the composition prior to jumping into your piece is a fantastic strategy. Reason 3, it's an ongoing record of your progress. If you dedicate yourself to working in a sketchbook routinely, it is almost impossible to prevent growth. When you finish the book and look back at the first couple of pages compared to the final ones, you are most likely going to see some growth and improvement. We need those little reminders. We have a tendency to develop our eyes faster than our skills, and we can see all of the minute issues with our work long before we have the ability to address them. The sketchbook serves as a reminder of what we have accomplished. On another note, sketchbooks do this over the long term if you hold on to them. A few feet from me at this moment is a box of sketchbooks I just dug out of the storage room. I have sketchbooks in there from 2001, and I only wish I had earlier volumes. These old tomes are dripping with Dragon Ball Z, tanks, helicopters, and robots. Not great drawings for my middle school self, but a record of that version of me and what his mind was concerned with. What is an old sketching trend that you grew out of? Share it with us in the comments down below. Reason 4 for keeping a sketchbook. It's actually just a physical object. It keeps all your pieces arranged in order, together, safe, and it's much harder to lose than individual papers and digital files. It's hard to undervalue the physicality of an art medium. Working with something that has weight that you can hold, that responds to you, it's just human. Innately, we treat physical things differently than we do digital things. This is more ethereal for sure, but if you tend to work in digital primarily, it might be even more advantageous for you to grab a sketchbook. Reason number 5 piggybacks on 4. A sketchbook is a break from the computer and it's a break from the phone. If you have ever had someone give you the evil eye or chide you for being on your phone too much, try the sketchbook solution and see what their response is. In all seriousness though, the break from the routine of working at your computer and staring at a screen is helpful and healthful. If you have a tendency to spend most of your time in a digital realm, breaking from that for just a few minutes to sit down and draw your living room, your dinner, your little brother, or just write your name 10,000 times in fancy loops, it's good for the soul. There is nothing wrong with working on a computer. I say this as I type and record on mine, but breaking up your day and your routines will be invigorating and rewarding. Secret bonus reason. It's easy to close a sketchbook. If you're working on something personal, solving emotional issues, or generally just working through something you don't want input on, a sketchbook, being a book, is easy to close. And try doing that while you're painting. Alright, this was part 1 of why you should get and keep a sketchbook. If you have any more reasons of your own, throw them in the comments down below. I would love to read them, to hear from you all, and maybe make a part 2 at some point. Have a good one, y'all. See you soon.